dandelion, and it was like the dead ones were not always coming out, and I was like, with the death of one comes the rebirth of death.
So he blew the dandelion and all the seeds grew into the earth, right? It's so beautiful. That's exactly the kind of stuff Emerson was talking about. He was like, it's not that you're out in nature and all the voices are quiet and so you have a connection to God. It's not quite that. It's more everything is quiet. I'm outside of nature. And so I can understand that I am divine myself and that I can trust what I think. Did anyone solve any life problems out there today? A little bit. One thing I was noticing was like the trees that were growing in the sidewalk, even though they were the same kind of trees that were growing in the grass, the trees growing in those just like little like holes in the sidewalk were really struggling. Like a lot of them are like really stunted. Some of them look like they're about to die. So I started thinking about like, oh, the sidewalks, I mean, they're like society sort of like hemming us in, right? And the tree doesn't have like this freedom to grow into what it needs to be. That's the kind of stuff. Hippie stuff. That's the hippies were very much inspired by transcendentalism. So for your homework for next time, you're reading an essay by this Emerson. It's an excerpt. It sounds over there. Okay, so you've got, there are two. Does anyone have their schedule on them? I need to check. No, okay, give me 1 second. Yes, okay, so there are 2 Emerson speeches or essays in your packets. 2 Emerson essays in your packets. You are only reading, for next time, you're only reading Self-Reliance. Okay, which Emerson essay are you reading?
Self-Reliance.
Okay, thank you so much. Because we're going to do something else with the second one. So Self-Reliance, you're reading it and you're annotating it. Emerson is not easy to read. He is a poet. He actually did publish poetry. And I mean, you heard the way we're, being inspired by the dandelions or the trees in the sidewalk, like that's the kind of stuff he's talking about here. So it's a little bit difficult to read. It's a very short little section that you're reading though. So try and track his argument as you go with annotations on the side. Remember, lots of comments. Okay. Any questions about that? All right, well, my whims and intuition are telling me to go to lunch early, so go ahead.
Yeah.